welcome, Saeed, to our office and welcome to our live stream.
Thanks, man. It's good to be back in the office. I heard you guys have been back to back and plenty of interesting discussions, hot debates.
Some hot debates were there today, so I definitely, we had some not fights, but it was really a hot debate on different viewpoints. We had some couple of Bitcoin maximalists, which is always good because I'm one myself, and other people come in giving their views how the future of money, for example, should be. So definitely there, and then on tokenization of commodities. Irina Heaver did also a fantastic job in getting the views, really polarized as going forward.
Yeah, and we had some interesting views from Frederick of Token Market, talking about why we need to tokenize and the relevance of that for private markets, be it on the equities, bond space, and real hands-on in need of the hour kind of views. Yes. So it was very interesting, long marathon session, and we are so glad that we're closing it with you.
You must be exhausted.
Well, still good. But Saeed, let's start off. I mean, this week has been really phenomenal for us here in the UAE because so many blockchain events happening, side events happening, so much people talking about, use cases, people flying in from Japan, from Europe, from US, just to be out of here in our region.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I met a lot of people as well on those events and had a lot of discussions. I'm just as exhausted as you are. It's 9:30 p.m. and I've been talking to people nonstop today and yesterday and the day before, and more discussions going on tomorrow and tonight. So, but it's been good. It's been very productive. And,
is that a sign of times that we are seeing? That is, from all the hype, from all these things. It's about the guys in the corridors trying to promise 10x on your initial investment, to now people talking about what is that we need to do, how is that we are going to do it, and what is that the regulations that are coming around it. So are we seeing a change of times from say 2017 to now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think today is completely different environment than 2017. Completely different theme, different kind of discussions, different kind of content in the discussions. Much more serious talks.
Absolutely.
Much more focused on how things have been developing and the actual infrastructure and ecosystem. Those are the kind of the buzzwords nowadays. Instead of price.
So on a lighter side of it, is it that from the guys who were running around in diapers, or from the boys to the men? Has that transition happened yet?
I think it was space? Definitely a much younger crowd in 2017. Now the old timers like ourselves are left here.
Yeah. So. Yeah, indeed, and that's actually a really interesting in development, and like ourselves, having transitioned from the conventional world to coming in here. We were the upstarts a couple of years ago.
True. Yeah, things have
changed. And I having lived through it and being here. How do you see this ecosystem moving forward? Now, what are we going to see moving forward? What is that we have to do? What can we expect?
I think you'll see more of the same of what's going on at the moment. But I also think that you're going to start seeing much more sophisticated people in the market, much more educated people in the market, much more serious discussions, much more meaningful discussions. Mm-hmm. You're going to see people much more, cautious about their money before they put it in. But I also think that the really good times are still ahead of us.
Absolutely.
So we still got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
I know it's been very tough the last 18 months.
But
there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Of course.
And hopefully things will be much more brighter in the future.
Absolutely. That's something we all hoping for. This market has not been the easiest one, and I'm talking from own experience. But at the same time, you see the similar faces. You understand these guys are here to stay, and that is what we keep on going.
I want to go back to Saeed's light at the end of the tunnel, and for us within the investment banking space, investment advisory, or the broader spectrum of enabling this ecosystem point of view, this light means different things to different people. From one end, there needs to be the regulatory clarity that emerges. The other end, it's about, like what you rightly said, it's the caliber of people who are operating in this market. It's not the ones in the diapers in a sandbox, but a bit more different. And on the other end is, and I think that's a key segment rather, is that we need to have the migration of conventional investors to this space, embracing the technology, the innovation, the nuances of the functioning of this market more holistically. Broadly in these three, where do you see the developments moving forward?
I think the gap between the traditional world and the blockchain world is definitely getting smaller. There's still bridges to be built.
Yeah.
But I think all three elements are going to be much more better in the future. Definitely, with regards to regulation, you're seeing a lot of clarity coming out.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot more, a lot more activity from the different jurisdictions globally.
And here at home, we had ESCA's discussion papers coming.
Yes.
So thrilled to have seen that. Very proud that we have ESCA's discussion papers on the out there. ADGM's initiatives. I mean, hats off.
For sure.
We are not just pushing the envelope just in terms of innovation. We are actually pushing the envelope both in terms of regulatory clarity, the frameworks, and all that. And the second aspect side, that is the ecosystem players, the quality. Where do you see the changes coming in? Is it more regulated licensed players in the market?
Yeah, I mean, there's more regulated licensed players, but there's also more sophisticated players who have a very good understanding of how to apply, investment techniques and traditional assets, and they're bringing it through to crypto assets.
Yeah.
But also, from a infrastructure point of view, there is a lot more options in terms of custody, especially for institutions.
Absolutely.
And also, apps and dApps and user-friendly apps as well. Before, most of the apps were very, very difficult to use and navigate.
Tell me about it.
But nowadays, you have a lot of more apps that are easier to use, more user-friendly.
Yeah.
So, your average person out there can easily
Yes.
download an app.
Yeah.
And, send or receive crypto, or buy or sell crypto.
Yes.
So from that aspect, things are definitely improving. But in terms of education as well, and awareness and adoption, with those things improving, then naturally you'll see adoption as the end product of those things.
Yeah. And thirdly, and something that we all continuously talk about, and we've had very interesting conversations on this before, and for the benefit of our audience, is that what are those bridges that we need to build to bring the conventional world investors embrace this technology? Because and this is going back to my previous conversation with Frederick as well. What we concluded there was, whether it's a bond or a share, what it does when it's issued on a blockchain, it doesn't change anything on the underlying fundamentals. It's only the facets of the wrapping or what's enabled by the technology that brings it more efficiency or all the merits that's associated with it. Yet the conventional investors, right, view it as two different segments. They don't view it as plain equity. This becomes tokenized equity. Suddenly, it's another class of asset. But that's what it's not.
Yes.
It's a technology coming to improve things.
Yeah.
Now, what are those bridges we can build to bring in this conventional world to
Yeah,
this?
I think it's so right, you rightly said the technology is an enabler, and I think what it's required, I think, is just more track record for the technology to prove to the bigger institutions and the bigger players and the bigger broker dealers and the bigger deal flow people to actually see that yes, the technology works. They want to see the trial and errors. They want
Of
to
course.
see that it's
Yeah.
been tried and tested.
Yeah.
And once it's tried and tested and
Yeah.
it's proven,
Yeah.
then they'll be more keen to jump in and start using it and not have that fear of
Sure.
the uncertain. So,
Yeah.
So I think that comes with time.
Yeah.
So it's just a question of when, not if.
Yes, of course.
And
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that we'll get there in the end. So I'm not in a rush. I don't know if you guys are. Probably tonight you are. But yeah, no, it'll come.
We
It'll
understand it's a long tail game. So, and yeah, we are willing to work hard and sacrifice to be part of this early stage adoption, because we are really pioneers in this industry, and trying to work out the most difficult way to do something. But in the end, it only it's like this: if it doesn't kill you, it only makes you stronger.
Correct. Yes.
So and I believe as a community, we only become stronger if we keep working together.
Absolutely. And for a moment, if you may allow me, I will take off my talk sense hat and wear the grip hat for a second. And that is when it comes to the long-term perspective. So we as Grip Investments or Grip DIFC went through the whole licensing process, and now we are established here within the DIFC, both as an investment company with the tech background and the tech capabilities in-house. And the reason why we came to the world's 8th ranked, one of the best international financial centers in the world, and went through the licensing process to be here is because we took exactly that perspective, that is to take a long-term view of this initiative and to be part of the growth story here in the best place on earth. And from that point of view, yes, we have strong convictions on the future of this technology, strong convictions on what it can do to capital markets, and it is people like you who've enabled multiple startups and innovative companies to come into this space, through your advisory roles, who are also helping another startup like us, to navigate this. So, thank you very much and this is from all at Grip Investments to you.
That's my pleasure. I'm very passionate about everything related to blockchain and crypto, and I always try my best to, help other people.
Of course.
Help other startups and, put myself in other people's shoes. And, I've developed a relationship with you guys, and I hope that you guys, achieve your targets, and all that patience pays off, and I'm sure it will. But
to the powers
it's been
that
a
be.
pleasure to help you guys, and
thank you very much, much appreciated. And this journey is going to be long, but one thing I can be sure of is that it's going to be the best time in our lives. For one, we are part of a technology that is able to change the paradigm within the financial services, and there can only be a few who says that we were part of the ride and not, we were just spectators. Absolutely. So from that sense, undoubtedly this is one of the best things that could have happened to us. We've seen how Dubai transformed itself in the last decade or so. And now we are going to witness how this technology is going to transform financial services, and all within our lifetime. Let it to the powers that be. Yeah. So thank you very much, Saeed. Been an absolute honor to have had you, and to call it an I Talk Sense.
Absolutely.
You better wait.
Thank you so much, Saeed. I mean, it's really amazing how you keep on supporting everyone within our community, keep us charged up, focused, informing us on what is happening also in the market. So I'm really grateful for that. and let's party on now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's Dubai
Let the
Blockchain
good
Week.
times roll.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and for
All
all
right.
and sundry, goodbye from Talk Sets.
Bye
Take care,
bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.